Are we on? I think we're on. I'll just go ahead as though we're on. Hey kids, welcome back to the Masked Fan Attic once again. You know, this attic really isn't any different from anybody else's attic. It really isn't, because what's one thing you would always expect to find in anybody's attic above the house? Christmas decorations, right? And we are no different from anybody else. Look what I just came across up here. Some nice Christmas decorations. Like you got, see the shiny, pretty ornament that goes on the tree. And oh golly, look right here. There's a lovely string of lights, all sparkly and festive Christmas lights. And oh, and Christmas gift wrap paper. That's another thing you'd expect to find in anybody's. See, we got all just the ordinary Christmas gift wrap paper. And oh look, there's the wreath that goes on the front door. Oh my, Christmas really is the prettiest time of year, isn't it, folks? Yeah, but anyway, I know the reason you're really up here this evening with me is to talk about a cool mask, and I just happen to have one. I love this guy. Of course, I love all these guys that we talk about up here, otherwise I wouldn't be talking about them. But, well, I love all these masks we talk about up here because they're all good ones, you see. And a case in point, this monstrosity, technically a moon zombie. That's right, a moon zombie. Now I know it doesn't look like a traditional concept of a zombie because it doesn't look like a rotted corpse. That's because it's not that kind of zombie. It's from the 2011 movie Attack of the Moon Zombies. And in Attack of the Moon Zombies, some astronauts find, bizarrely, against all odds, a plant growing on the moon. And well, the plant turns out to be not only poisonous to humans, but also capable of turning them into plant creatures like this, basically your basic moon zombie. Now this was created specifically for the movie by an artist named Mitch Gonzalez, who I think did a tremendous job of it. It's a very cool monster right here. How can you not love this creature? And as you can see, he's got more plants growing out of the top of his cranium right there. Now, of course, to do that, you hollow the top of the mask out and fill it with dirt like a flower pot, and then you plant some real plants in there, and then it's the only mask in your collection that you have to water a couple of times a week. No, I'm lying. Never mind that. What it really is, I should be careful because people somewhere are saying, oh, that's true, that's how you do it. It's real plants growing on it. No. Although in my house, plants might grow on anything given enough time, but no, these are actually, see, there's some Spanish moss, rather strategically and artistically placed in the recessed areas up there. And these are the kind of plastic plants like go in aquariums, like you put in an aquarium. Yeah, that's what those are, aquarium plants. Now this one, like the others, was painted and finished and mossed and planted by Mr. Gonzalez himself. I believe there were 5 of these made for the movie because there are 5 people that get killed and come back as these plant creatures in the movie. And to make them a little different, only one sculpture was used, but to make them a little different, things like the placement and the amount of the Spanish moss and the degree of the plants growing on top, the paint, little things like that were changed just a little to make them a little different so they all don't look exactly the same. Of those 5, I think a couple of them were given to actors that appeared in the movie, and one goes on tour with the guy who made the movie when he goes to horror conventions and so forth. Anyway, there were 5 made for the movie, and then I lucked into this one because I saw the movie and I just thought it was a great monster, and I tracked down Mitch Gonzalez, and I asked him if he could make me a mask like that. So as of this taping, now again, I don't know when you're watching this. If you're watching it 20 years after I taped it, see, I can't know that, can I? What with free will and all, you could be watching it anytime. And what with time travel and all, you could be watching it before I even taped it. But well, anyway, this was the only other one. This was number 6, in other words. There were 5 in the film. This was number 6. However, a little bat told me the mold is still in perfectly good shape, still exists, and is plenty good enough to use for additional castings. So it's possible that a limited run of this great mask may happen and you know, for collectors. So there may be more. Again, as of this taping, there's only 6. There's just this one and then the 5 for the film. But hey, maybe by the time you're watching this, you've got 4 of these in your garage. I don't know, maybe it'll become a big hit. But I think it's a wonderful monster, very creative, and quite unlike anything else in your collection, because well, how many guys that look like a salad do you have in your monster collection? Am I right? Especially an angry bug-eyed salad with you know, with all these accoutrements on the top here. I love that. Very creative and unusual monster. There were also hands on the ones in the movie, but I understand they weren't sculpted and molded as such. They were just made out of rubber gloves with leaves and vines and things stuck on them for the scenes in the movie where the hands showed. So there's not really like high-end matching hands to go with the mask. But what a great mask! The Moon Zombie from 2011's Attack of the Moon Zombies. And well, if you know any of those people involved with the Attack of the Moon Zombies movie, you should get hold of them and see if there's any chance of you know, the release of a run of this nice mask, the Moon Zombie. And until next time, bye!